Hi, guys. I forgot to change out of my pajamas. This is morning voice Ark. One sec, I'll be back. I know you guys have been here for a long time. I came downstairs the moment I woke up. I was like, oh shit, it's 9:30. and then I started stream. That's weekend attire? I can't. These clothes are too thin. Okay, that's better. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, guys. No time to stay, but hi, Ark and chat. Hi, Salithan. Goodbye, Salithan. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, 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 bye. Hi, 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 hi. Oh, both of the mics are on. Let's play Tip T, I wish. Guys, I'm getting first Danish. Right? Did I get that right? Am I reading this correctly? Yes. Guys, I'm getting first Danish. Have a good lurk, some of you guys who are lurking today. June, Blaze, Salithan, Soy Boy. Oh, Soy Boy, you're spawning. That's different. That's different from lurking. Just in time for me to become Zordon. Okay, first of all, you gotta explain who the hell Zordon is. There's two of me! Ah! It's like your biggest nightmare if you hate me. Now there's two of them. Now there's two of me haunting you. Isn't that terrible? Why have you ascended to heaven? Do you like this background? I have a different one. I thought about changing some backgrounds. I'm like, wait, this one's kind of blindy. As in, this one's kind of... I'm in a place where there's so much freaking light that it's gonna blind you. It's just white. It's very dreamy. It's nice. Yeah, the flashbang. There were other ones I was looking at too. Boom, flashbang. And then I was looking at this one here, which is like a night version. Wait, this one's not bad. Guys, this one's not bad. Now you can actually see the cityscape behind me. And the water. And there's a moon. But I swear it wasn't this light before. I wonder why. I wonder why it's the case. But whatever. The dandruff is falling. It's called snow, Dom. Have you seen snow before? You should come to Canada. We have a lot of snow on the ground. It's snowing right now, actually. Yeah, it's snowing right now. It's not dandruff. I promise. It's solidified water. how does snow work? So from my memory, right, going back to my school days, the water evaporates and then it condenses in the air and then it gets really cold, so that water turns into snow when it falls from the sky. The sky needs to use some Head and Shoulders. No, it doesn't. Did you know that Head and Shoulders has an exfoliant in it? That's why it gets rid of your dandruff. But then for people who don't have dandruff and their skin is already really dry, Head and Shoulders is really bad for you. So it really depends. Really depends on what your skin type is. It's just crystallized raindrops. Then what's hail? Isn't hail crystallized raindrops? The molecules arc. Okay. So water molecules get turned into snow. The water molecules solidifies. And they're not vaporized anymore. Frozen raindrops, kind of, yeah. Have you guys seen snow get turned? I know. Have you guys seen a snowflake form? It's one of the coolest things. It's like, wow, nature does shit, man. There's art in nature. Hi, Vay. No, you haven't? So what happens is that there's like a little tiny molecule of water. I don't know what to call it. Like a little piece of water, right? And then it starts spreading out. It starts spreading out, but it's like all symmetrical on all sides into like, I don't know, 6 points all around. And each point does the exact same thing. It's so freaking cool. And just watching it like spread out like that. It's almost the same as, I guess, watching like a spider weave its cobweb. But instead of going from, because when spiders weave a cobweb, they have to do it in order. They can't do it all at the same time. It's like watching a cobweb do everything, like being built at the same time all around. And nature's just doing that by itself. It's just the air, guys. It's just the air. The air and the temperature. Thank you for the follow board, man. Welcome in. I saw an inch-wide snowflake from the other day. It was so cool. I love big snowflakes. I love it when you can like see them. Like, you know what you guys are seeing right now on the screen, right? They're like clumps of snowflakes. And then you take one in your hand. Like you're wearing gloves or something. You're not taking it in your bare hands because it would melt almost immediately. Unless you have really cold hands. And then you just look at it and like every single snowflake is slightly different. Thank you, Harness. There we go. We have the actual definition, or not definition, the what do I call this? The nature instructions. Snow forms when temperatures are low and there is moisture in the atmosphere in the form of tiny ice crystals. And what is snow? Snow is defined as solid precipitation, which occurs in a variety of minute ice crystals at temperatures well below 0 degrees Celsius, but as larger snowflakes at temperatures near 0 degrees Celsius. Thank you. The process of snow, yeah. And the definition of snow and how it is made and what happens and what goes on in the air. That's a really good way to put it. That's better than my definition of it. And my process, what I remember from memory. It's been a while, guys. It's been like over a decade since I've been in school. I love and hate school. I used to be one of those kids that like would try to skip class. I was a really bad student. I was a terrible student. I was one of those kids that like are only talented in certain areas in school, and then like I would fail everything else. Dang, Ark, you old. You're older than me, redacted. Club redacted. Okay, Grandpa. Whatever you say. Watching snow spread out, yeah. Freaky Ark watching snow spread out. That's one way to put it. I never thought about it that way. You're putting images and visuals in my head that I never thought that I would imagine. Not like this, please. No. What was I saying? Yeah, I used to be one of those kids that were like was only good in like music, I think. Yeah, music. And that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was my delinquent arc. All of my, actually, like a lot of my classmates, no, it's just my friends. It's just, no, a lot of my classmates were party people. My friends in particular are like really bad students, and I guess you just become like the same type of people you hang out with. We would skip class a lot. On Fridays we would hang out after school, and we had one of those schools, you know, where there's like a gate in the front, right? Like a big metal gate and security guards, and after a certain period of time, I guess like 8, nobody's supposed to be left on the campus, but like our friends would sneak in and we just hang out in the classrooms. Like that was us. I don't recommend it. Just like, guys, be a good student. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. But those are some like really fun times, because those moments are times when like all of us would have heart-to-heart talks, because we don't really go to each other's places or homes to hang out, and we just like hang out in school. Yeah, man, kids are dumb. They're stupid. They're stupid. They need school to go back to school. Yeah, actually, that was how it went. And we would go on field trips often, and it was funny because we'd be like drinking right before a school trip, and our school trips involve us like flying to places, and we would be like on an airplane hungover. At least we don't get into fights. Oh, we had a fight club. But like, I was in a group, my friends were all girls and we're not into fighting. I did get kicked in the stomach a few times, but like, that's just your typical girl cat fight. When everybody gets too heated and it's like, get away from me, the nails come out. First rule of Fight Club, we don't talk about Fight Club. Well, I'm here talking about it right now because I'm not part of it. Fight Club at my school was intense because people were actually like put to the hospitals. It was like one of the most stupidest things, because it wasn't a matter of, can we see, like, you know, we're gonna pit 2 strong fighters against each other and see who wins. It was more like, we're gonna pit like the weakest looking guy in the school and the strongest guy in the school and just watch and beat him up. Like that was basically what Fight Club was. And when the teachers found out, oh, holy shit. I think it was because of the hospital incident. It just got really bad. My school was the worst, guys. It was the worst. The worst. My sister had it good though, because we were all in the same school, but like for some reason my year was actual insanity, and hers was like all good students, and everyone was just like in school and everyone was in class, and I was friends with her friends too. So I was like, they're just telling me about like what they do at school or like what they're learning, and we hang out sometimes because I'm pretty close to my sister. And then when it comes to my year, it's like, what is going on? What is going on? Your school is interesting. It was very, very interesting. I didn't have like the same school life as a lot of other people. I was in school in a different country, so I wasn't in Canada, but I would always come back here to visit, and just listening to people talk about school, because I would visit other schools here because I also had friends here in Canada, and they would be like, oh, let's go to, you want to come and visit our, our school, what is it, like summer school and just like say hi to some of the teachers. And I'm walking in like, what is this? This is like, I go inside like a Canadian school and it's just like, you know, your regular High School Musical school, and then my school was like a whole bunch of delinquents. It was like, my school was like High School Musical cliques, but like, you know, 10 times more hardcore. Whereas, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to imagine. It's really hard to imagine. I feel like there needs to be a show, a reality show of some sort to depict the type of school I went to. Because it was very, very drama filled. It was Mean Girls, but like worse. Degrassi? What's Degrassi? I think my group of friends were kind of treated like the Mean Girls party, because I remember there were a few guys that came up to me and they're like, "Hey, Ark, why are you friends with these girls?" And I'd be like, "What? They're nice to me." But actually, like, my friends look really mean on the outside, but they're actually like softies on the inside. Imagine your Asian baby girls. Pro Zero minus the violence then? What is Pro Zero? Hold on. Pro Zero the movie. Maybe. I've never seen this before. A transfer student attempts to take over the most violent high school in the country. Mentored by the Yakuza, he strives for what has never been achieved, a unification of the school. Perhaps. Maybe. Isn't this just... Wait, Crow Zero was a manga before it became a live action. Kinda looks like it. Every school manhwa plot. Yeah, like the Korean school manhwas, where the bullying is kind of insane. Ark was one of them. I was part of the Mean Girls group, except I was the mom, so I was taking care of my entire group of friends because they were wild. ABG Ark, yeah, ABG Ark. I used to wear high heels all the time. I probably mentioned this like several times already. I'm the type of girl who used to wear high heels, long nails, leopard print closet, entire wardrobe of like leopard print and fur. I don't know what happened. The AVG Ark. And now I've tamed out, guys. And now every time my friends here are like, "Hey Ark, you want to go clubbing? You want to go to a rave? You want to go party?" I go, "Oh my god, I'm retired. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. That was my school life. The moment I graduated, it was over. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with partying. I'm so done." It was a lot. Because I think it does something to you where like if every single Friday you're going out with your friends to party, eventually you're like, I just wanna retire and be old. I just wanna, stay inside, indoors. I never wanna leave. This is why I'm a hermit now. I never wanna leave. I never wanna leave my house. I never wanna go outside. My friends are like, "You wanna hang out?" I go, "No." Don't wanna talk to people. Yeah, hey Ark, you wanna play ARAM on League of Legends? Nah, I'm good. Hey Ark, you wanna play TFT? I'll play like one game. I'll play one game and that's it, and then I have to go back to work. Club Redacted knows. Nico knows. I remember Nico going, "I'll play if Ark plays," and I go, "No, I'm good." and then Nico doesn't play games anymore. I'm kidding. Just one game of ARAM Ark. No. I know so much about League of Legends just because of our friends, just because everyone plays ARAM and League of Legends. Except I don't play that much. I just have that vast amount of knowledge because everyone around me plays. Everyone's scary. People are scary. I'm your social support person? No, you're my social support person. I'm like that type of person that like has like anxiety when it comes to going out and talking to people now because I haven't done it in so long. And Club Redacted is the one that's like, you want to go to a concert? Everyone I spoke about League knows Faker. Yeah. I feel like even people who don't play League knows Faker. Faker's just the face of gaming now. Of esports. You survived customer support, Ark, you're good. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm really proud of. The one thing that I can boast about my what is it? My CV, my resume, that I have survived customer support. And I feel like it really steals you. Being in customer support really puts armor on your mental forever, permanently. I feel like everybody should go into customer support and try it out for a year. When you join a company, be like, talk to the customer support reps and be like, what do you feel on the daily basis? What do you experience on the daily basis? Because you learn so much. And I'm not just talking about the product. I'm not just talking about learning how to do customer support. But you learn so much about people. And you're like, man, people out there are a little cuckoo at times. Or how do I turn this computer doohickey on? Exactly like that. And it could be because a lot of our clients were in the construction field, so a lot of people don't like technology and they don't want to deal with technology. So I get a lot of people who don't like struggle with the simplest things, and people who don't have the best tempers. It's great. I'm good, as happy with my current work. You know what? As long as you're happy, as long as you understand, and you understand people and you see where other people are coming from, then like you're good. You do learn a little bit of empathy from customer support too. I remember we had a client calling. He was bawling his eyes out, and I was like, I have no idea what to do with you. It's like, if I don't get this training worked, like done and proper, and if I don't graduate from this training course, they're gonna fire me. And I go, I'm so sorry, it doesn't work. I don't know what to do for you. But like things like this really sucks. I remember telling someone about it at work, and they were like, there's really nothing we can do. We just have to listen to the other person cry on the other end. Bawl their eyes out. I promise it's not that bad though. When things are out of your control, just let your boss know. If you have a good boss, they'll empathize and they'll be like, yeah, I get it. And if they don't empathize, they don't get you, they're a bad boss and you probably shouldn't be working there. They're not a good fit for you. See, too many people go into jobs and they're like, hey, you know, I'm the best fit for your team, right? They always think how they can be the best fit for the company, but they don't really think about if the company is a good fit for them. Because that's equally as important. I've turned down jobs before after I got laid off at my tech company, where I was going through an interview and they were talking to me and they're like giving me all these pointers and not pointers, like jot notes and bullet points of what they expected, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm good, actually. I don't want your job. It doesn't fit with my schedule. It doesn't fit with my personality. I don't like whatever the hell that you guys are doing. So no, I'm good. I know I'm in this interview. I know I'm unemployed, but I'm not that desperate. It's corporate talk podcast time. I need to we gotta switch topics. I hate talking about jobs. Drag me into the live VC. Oh, Nico's so good at this. Club Redacted is so good at this. I've heard the corpo speak from this guy. I've had a interview from this guy, and I was actually terrified. I was like, who are you? What are these abbreviations you're throwing in my face? I have no idea. Toe Sniffer, what a great name. Hello, welcome in. I'm sorry, the echo's not working. I'll work after comfy mode is over. Actually, maybe I can force it. I could probably force it. Echo? Yeah. Pops out of nowhere. Hello! It's Double Ark. I'm just a silly little guy. I know you're intimidating, you're menacing, you scare the hell out of me. Dude is good with propaganda then? I hate propaganda, never mention it. Hi Leon! Hello, where's there two? Why not? You don't want to double me? You don't want two of me? What's wrong with two arcs? Here, I'll move her to the side here. If she's like slightly behind me, right? If the other arc is slightly behind me, it's like you can't even tell she's there. She's covered. It's just one of me now. I lost you guys, I lost chat. What is Zord Arc? It's hard to make it what you're saying. I know, that's what people have been saying. They're like, yeah, I actually don't. I don't like the Echo Redeem because I can't tell. And the Echo Redeem used to be a little bit longer. It used to be longer. It used to be a minute long. But I get it too. I get it's hard to tell. Zordon. See, when I search... Oh, wait. I'm spelling Zordon wrong. It's a fictional character. He is from... the Power Rangers. Zordon's from the Power Rangers. Zordon of Elter is a wise galactic wizard who fought the side of good against the forces of evil. That's a very... generic description. Is a mentor of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Alright. That's enough reading for the day. Hi, Russian friend. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And Party Panda. Hello. Hi, Chigs. You gotta work? That seems like your typical intro. Hi, Chigs. Have a good work day. Hi, Ark. Gotta work. Goodbye. Just here to say hi. Goodbye. Enjoy your workday. What color is y'all's pigs? Black. I love the black Power Rangers. I don't know if it's like... I've never watched Power Rangers. I've watched maybe a little bit, but I know that black Power Rangers is always the anti-hero. And I love anti-hero characters. I can't help it. I'm busy. I'm not gonna say anything. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it. Go do your work. Why are you still here? Bye. Kirosane, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. What about Super Sentai or Kamen Rider? I think it was Kamen Rider that I've watched a little bit of, because one of my favorite actors was the Black Power Ranger, the Black Kamen Rider. He's no longer an actor now. What's his name? Hamao Kyosuke? He used to do live musicals, performances, Prince of Tennis, AG, I think he was as well. He acted in a BL. And one year, I think it was like 2008 or something, he was like, guys, I'm not going to be part of the entertainment industry anymore. I'm going to go become a lawyer. And so this guy left the entertainment industry and started going back into school for lawyering. For justice. Which black? There's a lot of them. I don't know whichever one Kyosuke Hamao was. Let me search this up. Oh, he was in Super Sentai. He was in Super Sentai. He wasn't in Kamen Rider. He was Super Sentai. He was Gosei Black. There we go. I remember now. Tommy and Jason Frank. Not those ones. I actually haven't watched the Power Rangers. Might blow my nose. He ran a karate academy 3 blocks away from where my grandparents used to live? What? Hamao Kyosuke? What? Or are you talking about the Black Power Ranger? Are you talking about Jason Frank or Tommy? Oh, Jason Frank. I'm like, wait, what? This guy... Huh? Red Power Rangers were always leaders of grip. Yeah, they were always the main character, right? They were always the leader of all the Power Rangers. It's always the guy in the middle. The guy in the middle of Power Rangers is always the red one. I'm sure. Power Rangers. I'm just Googling pictures of the Power Rangers because it's always the red one. The red one's always in the middle. Most of the time. 90% of the time. In every single group pose you see of the Power Rangers, the red one is in the middle. Unless there's like 4. Unless there's like even numbers. Then the red one's not in the middle. Quantum Ranger is red, but he's not the leader. Quantum Ranger? Quantum... You guys are really into your Power Rangers. Oh, is he like the evil one? Because there's 2 of them. There's the Quantum Ranger. The Quantum Ranger is he in Time Force? Because there's another Power Ranger that's also red. From the same show. So they can't have 2 red ones in the middle. It doesn't make sense. So you're gonna have to put him on the side or something. One of them's gonna be the superior red one. He's the guy who avoids Virgil? Really? Virgil has a very distinct voice. I remember the shows, but I think maybe White is the one that sticks to my mind the most since he did the zigzag slice thing in one of them. I don't know this. I've never been a Power Rangers fan. I've never watched, maybe I watched like one episode, but I don't remember anything. He gave myself and my sister free karate lessons and let us hang out in the dojo. Wait, that's really fun. Did any of you guys take martial arts? Besides Merc. Were you guys martial artists? Hold on. I'm super phlegmy right now. Oh, I just noticed a stretch and hydrate from like 3 minutes ago. Let me just stretch. Stretch and hydrate. Get some water in. Never been in a fight. Mixed martial. You're not a martial artist, Merc, but you took karate lessons. So doesn't that equate? Isn't that equal? Oh. The echo is finally up, but it's a bit late. Is there a new air filter you need since this one doesn't work as well? No, I just need one for my bedroom. I think the one in this room is fine, but I need one for my bedroom because I wake up with allergies. But once I'm in this room for a while, it's okay. So maybe I should move it. I think I should move the air purifier to the bedroom instead. That echo is scary. It just popped out of nowhere. Surprise! Jump scared. Do the double voice. Is this what you want? I know you guys say you can't really hear me. You can't really make it what I'm saying half the time. Perfect. Boxing, kickboxing, not flexible enough to keep up with it though. That's me too. I am at a 90-degree angle when I try to touch my toes. I cannot for the life of me touch my toes. I can barely touch my knees. That's how flexible I am. Everything on, like, the moment I try anything, it's just a 90 degree. I can't. All my joints can only move 90 degrees. It's very difficult. Yeah, I've been trying. I've been like doing more stretches lately. I'm trying to incorporate like at least 5 minutes of stretching every day. You're old. I've been like this my entire life. I am old, but it doesn't mean anything because even when I was a small dragon, I was very inflexible. Joints are rusty now. They've always been rusty. I came out of the womb rusty. I came out of the womb old and wrinkly. And when my joints creaking and with no flexibility. Do Pilates, Ark? I know. I should. You're flexing now. 5 minutes? 5 minutes of stretches? Yeah, that's normal. There's just a regular yoga routine. In fact, it's very short. I'm the same. No flexibility. Regular football made me somewhat flexible. You kind of have to when you do sports, right? You kind of have to stretch a little bit when you're doing sports. And it's good to stretch because of the fascia growing in your body. Everybody needs to know what fascia is. It's like the... Not really a tissue, but it's like a moving tissue that is surrounding all your muscles. Like, you know, like the membrane of an egg? You know when you crack an egg? You're peeling the shell and there's this tiny membrane over the egg white. I just imagine fascia to be something like that. And it's constantly growing. And that's what keeps you inflexible. The more fascia you have in your body, the more inflexible you are. It keeps everything held together. So you have to keep stretching in order to like break up that fascia before it overgrows itself. Turns rock hard into bark. We go gym? I did mixed martial arts before and also kickboxing. I feel like a lot of you guys have done kickboxing. I kind of wanted to do it. I had the choice, right? It was, for me, when I was a small dragon, it was a choice between doing martial arts or piano. And I went with music because I love music. And I guess my parents were also leaning towards music because both my parents are musicians of some sort. Ark Mama, she plays the guzheng and she plays the erhu, Chinese instruments. And Ark Papa plays the flute and the guitar and the piano and the mandolin and everything, anything with strings. And Ark Grandpa loves the ukulele and the mandolin. Like my entire family was just like really, really into music. The bamboo flute, specifically. Which is how I kind of learned how to play the bamboo flute. It's not too different from like playing a recorder and a flute. It's like a mix of a flute and a recorder. Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu? Taekwondo is insane. I've seen some videos of it. Because you're mostly using your bottom half of your body, and most people aren't used to using legs for fighting. Usually your fists and your hands. I don't know if this counts. I did Tai Chi for 2 days. Probably not. Tai Chi is easy. Everyone can do it. I remember the instructions were, imagine a watermelon. Imagine a watermelon in your head. Now it's in front of you. Now it's to the side of you. Go grab that watermelon and place it in front of you. And then swish it around a little bit. And then push it away. And then bring it back in. And then push it away again. And then bring it back in. And just keep imagining that watermelon. It's so big. That's the point. You have to make like circular motions with your hands. And eat it. I used to play a koto, like Japanese gojen at school. Too expensive to keep at it. Those are always fun though. I think the koto has less strings, right? Compared to the gojen. From what I remember. I did a few took courses on music history and cultural music as well. Got to learn a lot of different types of instruments from different cultures. A watermelon is bigger than your head. Of course you can imagine it. If you can imagine a building, you can imagine anything. You can imagine space, that's bigger than your head. Can you imagine space? The universe? The galaxy? A planet? Ugh, time keeps flowing. Hi Archmage, it's been a while. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. What's Kaisen? Keiju? Oh yeah, there is the Palm Blast too. It's part of the Tai Chi. It's part of Tai Chi. It's like doing. It's like you're in. Was it Dragon Ball? You're doing the Kamehameha. It's Tai Chi. It's all part of Tai Chi, guys. If you can do Tai Chi, you can become Goku. Maybe one day I'll go back into it. I think that the point of Tai Chi is not really building... a little bit about building strength, but it's more about movement. Because as you get old, right? Like all of your joints start becoming stiff and you can't move them anymore. And they're always saying the best way to keep your body alive is by moving every single muscle in your body at all times. And maybe not at all times, you need rest. But like remember to like use all the muscles in your body, so you can't just keep doing the same exercise over and over and over again, because that's not good for you. You can't just like focus on one part of your body. You have to move everything and all of it. Everything. All your joints, all your muscles. You know what I learned from singing is that there's just so many muscles integrated in the singing process as well. So like I've started to learn how to stretch and take care of those muscles in singing, because you got your not just your vocal cords, it's like your diaphragm, even your tongue placement. Because okay, on Friday when I was doing karaoke, I realized that in the middle of the stream, like my tongue would get kind of stiff. So it's like good to do, I want to say tongue stretchers. They're not really tongue stretches, but it's like moving your tongue around in your mouth so that it doesn't like just stay in one place the entire time. It's like when you're going to the gym and you're doing bicep curls, but you have to stretch out those biceps afterwards because they're gonna get really tense. If only I weren't changed to an enclosed space for 12 hours a day. In your cubicle? Is today a work day for you, Leon? Are you allowed to get up? Is there a cafeteria nearby? This is what I used to do. I used to just walk to the cafeteria every hour or so and just walk around. I wouldn't get anything, but I would walk around as if I'm doing something. If like if a coworker comes by, I pretend I'm making tea. I grab a tea bag and I grab my mug. I always have my mug on my side just in case. And I pretend to make tea. I'm like, I don't need this. But I just need to move my legs because sitting at my desk the entire time is zombifying. Does that mean we need more karaoke streams? We'll get another one this month. A Christmas one. A special themed one. Where we sing Christmas carols. We all sing, not just me. I'm gonna run over to your place. I'm gonna force you to get up. I'm gonna tie a mic to your face. we all gotta sing karaoke and Christmas carols together. It'll be so much fun. That is the joy of the season, right? That's what Christmas is all about. Everybody doing the exact same thing and celebrating Christmas. Kind of like a workshop area in like the metalworking sense. Oh, I've done that before. Oh, I hate it. And I guess in that case you can't really because you're watching over shit. And you're like, if I leave, something might happen. You're like, you're actually chained. I'm so sorry, Leon. Can I just play the tambourine instead? Fine. But only for 5 minutes. We have to rotate around a tambourine. We can't have a tambourine hogger. You can't be the tambourine hogger. We have to take turns because there's only one tambourine. And what if someone else wants to play the tambourine, right? I would feel bad for the other person who's like, but I want to be the tambourine player. Chained to my desk, indeed, yeah. On a Sunday. This sucks. I'll bring my own elusive moonlight. Hello, thank you for the follow. No, it's not fair if you bring your own tambourine because then everyone's gonna bring their own tambourine. And then no one's gonna sing, it's just gonna be me. What about the triangle? Sure, fine, that's a different instrument entirely. We can have a whole band. We don't need the background music anymore. Someone here can play the koto. Party Panda can play the koto. Someone can play the piano. Someone can play the flute. I'm pretty sure we have a guitars or something. I'm pretty sure we're all talented here. I just don't know about it. You guys haven't told me about your talents. So we're a band, right? Yeah, invite your entire family. Party! This is clubbing! I hope you'll have a good holiday season, whatever it is you end up doing. Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. A few of my friends are leaving for Christmas or leaving me. What do I do? And then they're gonna come back for New Year's, but... whatever. I don't care. I'm coping. Can I be like Kiryu from Yakuza, sometimes shouting the last word from the song? I love it. Yes, yes. We need that support backup singer who doesn't really support backup and just like yells the last word. Yeah, yeah. Dame dane, dame yo, dame nano yo. And then we need Dom in the background going, yeah. Rouge of Love. Is that one of the songs? In Yakuza? I haven't played those games in so long. Let me blow my nose again. Muting my... Do you guys ever just blow your nose and you get really lightheaded? Just me? Okay. Is it because of a lack of air? Maybe. Kiryu-chan! I want someone to like climb out of the sewer as well. In the Majima cosplay. Or in the garbage can. You're blowing it too hard? That sounds off out of context. I'm really congested, but like, I'm blowing my nose, and there's no snot coming out. It's just, I'm just congested. I get lightheaded sometimes too. I see spots and white lights before. Ooh, I don't like that. It's never been that intense for me. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate from 2 minutes ago, Shira. I just noticed I don't have my earbuds plugged in, so I actually cannot hear any of the notifications. Thank you very much. Okay, let's just do some stretching. I was thinking my cats would love a cat-sized trash can for themselves. Like they would, I can imagine them just crawling in it and staying in there. Because my cats they're very strange creatures. They like to dig through my garbage can, they tip it over, and everything spills out, but they don't grab anything from inside the garbage can. They just like to tip it. And then they like to lay inside their litter box, and I'm like, what are you doing in there? And they're just sitting in there. Actually, it's not them, it's just one of them. It's just Luffy, the one with one brain cell. He likes to sit in his litter box, and I'm like, that's where you poop. There's like clumps of pee in there and you're just chilling in there? Okay, sure, just don't touch my face later. Yours does that too? Why? Is it? I guess it's like the same thing as just sitting on a toilet, right? Yeah, ew, stinky. Yeah, the food plate is not a napping spot. Does your cat sleep in their food place? They're so strange. But I did go from having dogs to having cats. Which is why I think they would love a trash can. Because it's basically the same thing as a litter box, except there's no litter inside. It's still stinky and it's full of trash. And they like small places. They like feeling squished. They like getting stuck in little areas, little nooks. Are cats easy to maintain? Way easier than dogs. Way easier than dogs. My housemates had dogs before. I had dogs before. And then I was like, I can't. There's no possible way I can walk my dog for 4 hours a day. I mean, you don't need to, but like the dog I had previously, Border Collie, he needed his dopamine, his daily dopamine. And his walks, his territorial walks. Likes to pee everywhere. So it was 4 hours a day of walking, and once I moved out, I was like, no, I want a pet, but I don't want to walk a dog. I went on Google and I searched up what is the most dog-like cat, and everyone's like, get a ragdoll. They're lazy as hell and they're really cuddly. And I was like, okay, sure. Got a cat. Got a ragdoll. He was way too cuddly for my liking. He was so clingy. He needed me to be with him everywhere. He had anxiety. He had abandonment issues. Every time I left the house, he would cry. He would pee on my bed, and I was like, "This is it." I'm like, I can't do this. So I went online. And I was like, "How do I solve this anxiety issue?" And everyone's like, "Just get another cat." And I did, and it wasn't that difficult to take care of another cat because they just do the exact same thing. And his anxiety got a lot better. He's still equally as cuddly, not as like scared anymore, at least. But and yeah, they're really easy to potty train as well, because the moment you show the cat where the litter box is, they'll know. That's it. They'll know. Like, even as a little kitten, they'll be like, "Oh, litter? That's my potty place." But with dogs, you have to train them. I remember having to train my dog, but because I had a border collie who was super smart, he didn't really need much training. But cats are way easier. And I was talking about how my housemates had had dogs before, and they were all dog people. And when I first moved in with them, I was like, "Is it okay if I bring my cats?" And they were like, at first they were like iffy with it. They're like, "I don't know," because they didn't have good experiences with cats before, but they warmed up to them a lot. And now my housemate tells me all the time, she's like, Can you leave them with me when you move?" Because I am moving next year. I'm taking my cats with me. She loves them so much. I guess all of my housemates love them so much. Luffy specifically. Send pics of cats, please. I have some on Discord, actually, under the pets channel. If you guys are in Discord, I can send them more. I can send more pics. I have my entire gallery on my phone are just cat pictures. I don't really take selfies much, so they're all just... I don't take pictures of anything. I don't take pictures of my food. I don't take pictures of scenery. I'm not a photographer. I don't take pictures of myself, but I take pictures of my cats because I think they're so funny. Sometimes I would turn around in my chair and they'd be doing the funniest shit. And I'd be like, I need to capture this moment. Used to have a cat that would crawl up through the bottom of dressers and into one of my random drawers at time. Yeah, me too. And then I make sure that all of my drawers are closed because it would sit in it. And all of my clothes would get furry because they're long-haired cats. I'm blowing my nose. I wondered how the cats don't feel like they are suffocating in those enclosed spaces. I don't know. I wonder too, maybe they feel safe having something around them and touching their bodies all the time. Oh, it's closed drawers too. So you open them and you got a surprise? That's me with my cabinets, because my cats can open the cabinets. And I have this cabinet right beside my desk. And sometimes I would walk around wondering where my cat is. I would call his name because Luffy doesn't really answer to his name, but I call his name anyway and he doesn't come out. So I search every single cabinet looking for him. And sometimes he's in this one right beside me. Surprise cat. That's like one other funny thing about cats that, you know, dogs don't do. They don't open cabinets and they don't jump in and just stay in there. Cats are lovely. So yeah, potty training easy. Even training them is pretty easy. If you got a smart cat, I have like one super smart cat and one super dumb cat. My super smart cat he knows his name. He does paw. He knows how to do high fives. He does a super high five as well. He used to know how to lie down. Not anymore because he's too lazy. He doesn't like moving all his legs. Dogs do go into cabinets? Like they just jump in? Do they stay in there? They don't, right? Well, I had like a pretty big medium-sized dog, so he didn't, like a corgi-sized dog. So he didn't really go into cabinets. He wasn't one to. He was also like a shepherd dog, so he would, or like a cattle herding dog. So he liked to run around. He had zoomies a lot. Cats have zoomies too. Cats have zoomies in the weirdest times. Cats have post-poop zoomies. So right after they take a dump, they leap out of their litter box and they start running around everywhere. Up and down the stairs. They sometimes do it at night too. And you just hear like a lot of thumping. They're good alarm clocks. I say my dog was a better alarm clock. My dog was definitely a better alarm clock because he needed his morning walks. And so the moment I wake up, I would walk him. And he knows the exact time of his walks. So like, if I oversleep, he would start barking at me, or he would jump onto my bed and he would step all over my face, or he would sit on my face and I would have like dog balls on my forehead and I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm getting up. But like my cats don't really do that. Death by snoo. I would have to like put the covers over my head because my dog would try to sit on me and sit on my face, and I'm like, I'm not about to have like an asshole in my face. A dog's butthole on my face. Your dog definitely wins. My cats don't really do that. My cats have a very soft meow. Luffy doesn't give a shit about me waking up. Senbei kind of does, my older cat. And so like if I'm not awake by a certain time, sometimes he comes over and he goes meow. And that's it. I just hear a very soft meow. And then if I don't wake up, he just walks away. But if he's already in bed, sometimes he would like crawl up to me and then he would like cuddle. He's such a cuddler. He would cuddle with me and he would try to go under the covers and like sleep there and put his head on my tummy. He's so cute. He's so cute. My dog was violent. My dog wasn't that soft. My dog wasn't that cute. He was more like, you're not waking up? Okay, let me sit on your face. If you don't wake up, let me start clawing at it. I must, that action that dogs do when they're like digging up soil, right? Like you bring a dog outside and they're like digging. He does that, but with my face, with the covers over my head. It's like, let me just dig at your face and hopefully you'll wake up. I used to have a dog that would lay flat across my chest. Problem is that she was big. Like, I love you, girl, but I need to breathe. My cat's the exact same thing. My cat's heavy. And he wouldn't just lay on my chest. He like steps on it. Before he lays down, he steps all over my chest. He's like looking for the perfect position to lay down. And then once he finds it, that's when he like, when all the weight gets spread out into different parts of his body. But when it's just his four legs, oh man, it hurts. Woke up to my dog's butt on my head. I hate it. At least with my dog, he likes being very clean. Like if he's dirty, if he went out on a walk, he just runs straight to the shower. He's like, you have to shower me. He's like, you have to wash my legs. You gotta wash my butt and my feet. You have to wash everything. I don't care. And if I'm like a little bit lazy, I'm like, let me do something else first. I'll get to the shower later, right? He would start barking. He's like, nope, you have to shower me now. So it was a routine that we had. And then like you can't just leave the paws wet because it's bad for their paws, right? You can't with like paws that are too moist. So I would have to like wash him and then blow dry him. So that was two times a day. Yeah, human, tend to me. So it was like after a 2-hour walk, bring him back home, shower him, and then blow dry him, and then give him a treat right after. What a king. I can't do that again. They're so high maintenance. I love my dog. I love him a lot. But no more. It's as much maintenance as, I'd say, like, as a kid. At least you don't have to walk your kids, right? You do have to drive them to places. But you don't need to spend 4 hours with them every single day. They can just mind their own, you know, you can mind your own business. They can mind their own business. They can, I don't know, go outside and play with their friends. Or I guess in these days, they're playing games online. Magic cup? Magic cup? What magic cup? What are you talking about? Okay, I'm gonna go. I need a break. I need to decongest myself. And I need a bathroom break. And I need a stretch. And I need some more water. So I'm just gonna, I'll be right back here. I'll run some ads. See you guys in 3 minutes. Goodbye. Goodbye. How do I leave? It's always this screen. Wait, that got rid of the background. Wait, why is it? Whoa, sorry. Didn't mean to destroy your eyes. Alright, bye. Why is it gray? Did I not run ads? They're gonna come back up later. Soon. What if I were to snooze them? Run them now? Okay, longer break. Because they're about to start. Alright, longer break, guys. We do 6-minute stretches. I have a snack here. Got myself more garlic snack. I guess I can be the voice in your head. I guess we'll just run some ads here. I'm still gonna be here. Don't worry, guys. You can listen to me chew on black garlic. Oh man. I love garlic. Everybody I know hates these. I'm the only person who eats the garlic. True Asian? I don't know. Every Asian I've met doesn't like the black garlic. What if I am a vampire? I'm just convincing people that I'm not a vampire by eating garlic in front of them. Still a lie and a myth. I wonder what type of ads everyone else is getting. Are ads over? Are you still going? Are we still alive? Why are we eating dinosaurs? We're still alive. Oh, there we go. I got the message. Ads are over. Welcome back. What dinos are we eating, guys? Triceratops. I figured out the background thing. I figured out what was wrong. Now it's not as gray. It's just a funny long gum. Long man. I love that series of commercials. I remember searching for it just so I could watch it. That's one of those ads that you wouldn't mind watching over and over and over again. Did you see it? Yeah, I googled it. I went on YouTube and I was like, show me the long man. Show me the series of commercials of long man. Every single commercial should be like that. They should make it like a television series, you know? So you're on the edge of your seat the entire time and you're like, what's gonna happen? I want to see the next one. I want to see the next commercial. That's how they get you. It ended in Yowie, of course. My favorite commercial. If there's no BL in my commercials, I ain't watching. What? I'm sure you guys have all watched it too. It's actually such a wonderful campaign to do that. Props to the marketing team. Because now everybody knows it. Even those people that don't have the product in their countries. Like I won't be able to find the candy here. But I still know of it. And then I guess if I were to go to Japan and I see it, I'd be like, let me just try it just because I saw the commercials. Those are some great ads. Speaking of ads, I was like walking around outside. I know, surprise. I went outside. Oh, that's scary. But I was at a grocery store. And there were some ads that didn't have ads on it. They're like, you can go on this website. And if you want your ad here, you can put your ad there. And I was looking at it like, wouldn't it be so funny if I put my face in a grocery store? That thought went through my head for like a quick minute and then it left. At a grocery store. Oh look, it's a VTuber. It's a VTuber on the screen, on a giant screen in a grocery store. Hi Tim. Tim, hello. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Do it or no balls. I actually didn't check the price of it. Because I went on the website and they're like, you gotta make an account with us. And you gotta speak to our sales rep. And I was like, oh, this is so much work. I just want to know the price. Because I thought it'd be funny. I ain't going through all that effort. Yeah, here's a fruit section and the canned foods and the Ark merch. One day. I have so much prepared, guys, for a shop, for an online shop. I just don't have time. The feet aisle? That's scary. Mini shark to pod. Hello. Sharktopod. Shark2pod. Welcome in. You're mini shark now. The mini shark, Jeff from Marvel Rivals. Baby shark. There's also another shark in TFT. What's his name? I love the minions in Teamfight Tactics League of Legends are really cute, and that's one of my major reasons why I play the game, because I'm like, I just want to see tiny creatures run around the screen. Yeah. Everything reminds me of TFT. Tom Kench? No! That's not a tiny creature. That's a big creature. Tiny creature is like tiny toast cat, dough cat, or Pingu, or the tiny Pengu, or the other cats, Whiskas, or whatever it's called. Fizz a shark? Is that what it is? Is that a TFT reference? It's like that one time when I was playing Minecraft for a whole week and I didn't leave the house. Then the one day I left the house at the end of the week, I was like, wow, everything looks like blocks. Everything looks like blocks. Everything reminds me of Minecraft. I look at a roof, I'm like, how can I make that in Minecraft? I look at like a post mailbox and I'm like, wow, that's a block. That's a Minecraft block. It was really bad. I look at everything and I'm like, wow, it's squares. It's squares everywhere. I see something green in the distance and I freak out. I'm like, oh, is that a creeper? Because my eyes are naturally drawn to greens after playing Minecraft for a bit. Like that shade of green. So whenever I see it, I'm like, that's a creeper. And then I have to do a double take. I'm like, no, I'm in real life. Creepers don't exist out here. At least I hope not. I have the Chibi forecast, Jana. I'm so jealous. I don't have any of the Chibi legends. I want one. I need to save up. I need to play more TFT. I can only play like 1 game a day. That's the most amount of time I have. Okay, Granny. Grannies don't play Minecraft. You're not allowed to call me Granny. Grandma. Granny. It's like the Tetris effect, but you guys get that with Tetris as well? I'm playing Minecraft with my friend right now. Are you having fun, gamer? It sounds like you are. I saw all your screenshots. These days, all you've been talking about is Minecraft. It's great. I love Minecraft. Minecraft takes so much of my time, though. I can't dedicate my time to Minecraft anymore. Remember that Minecraft stream that I did one time? It was on Kix Hushavir's server. I got really into it for like 2 days, and I realized that I was so unproductive. I was only on Minecraft, and I'm like, I gotta stop. I'm so sorry. I was the one that like pushed him. I was like, can you make a server? Can you make a server? Can you make a Minecraft server? And then eventually he's like, yeah, okay. And then I played for 2 days, and I was like, thanks. That's all I want. Just 2 days of Minecraft. Hi, Eel. Hello, welcome in. The pajama thing, Tristana too. I'm jealous. Now you're just flexing, Faye. Now you're just flexing. Can you give it to me? Can we like trade accounts for a day? I just want to play as a Chibi legend. So, what I'm looking forward to is the Honkai Anima. Sure? Give me your credit card number and your password. What's it called? Anima Nexus. Honkai Nexus Anima. Is this a what? Yeah, this is the NA site. Or this is the global site. I'm gonna paste this in chat. On YouTube. And on Twitter. And I want you guys to look at it and tell me that you think it's cute. And that we're all gonna play it. I'm gonna play it on stream. I'm gonna play this offline. I'm gonna play this whenever I have the chance to. Cause this is just TFT, guys. And you get to collect the little animals. If you like scroll one page down, you get to see all of the little creatures. Let me just... I have to show you guys. We have to bring this up on the stream. How do I do that? Where's my Windows capture? Is this gonna work? Honkai Nexus Anima. It is gonna work. Not this one. Refresh it. This one. Why is my screen like this? Is this Pokemon? It can be. It can be Pokemon. Because you get to... I love this. You get to collect all of the little creatures. Why is my screen like this? Here. There we go. Make it smaller. Whatever. It can be translucent. There we go. This way too. There we go. Look at the little jumping dog Pom Pom Pudding. Right? This is just Pom Pom Pudding, but in like Honkai form, in Hoyo form. And look at this cat thing. This is what I want. This is my goth cat, guys. Tail leap. They have aspects too, and they have traits. Taylor's whimsical mischief makes it irresistibly charming. Even those it tricks find themselves torn between frustration and fondness, for it can always find a way to pry open the locks guarding the most precious of things. Sounds like my cat. What a good kitty. They move too. Look at him go! Oh my god, he's running! Oh, is he a bunny? Oh, he's a snail bunny. He's a snail rabbit. He's one of those, what are they called? Sea bunnies? Oh my god. Can you move too? Yeah, you can. Want to see all of them? We got a MLP. We got My Little Pony here. Inky Fowl. They're cute too. They got their horns stuck in the ground. Cute. This is a pretty one. So rather than cute, they got like, different creatures of all different traits and designs. Oh, Heartsease is scary looking, but they're also cool looking. A lot of furries, a scaly. I can't really call them scalies and furries. It's not the same. I want whatever this is. It's a cat mushroom. I'm saying that for everything now. I'm like, I want this and I want that and I want everything. I want this entire game to be released so that I could play it. Like I'm pretty sure they had a beta for this. Or what the hell is this? A Magistrike. This is what Pokemon should be, guys. It's a judge pelican. I'm guessing. Is that a bird? You're a bird, right? Nom Nom. What a wonderful name. Look at this guy. Always seeking more food. I actually haven't seen any of this. I haven't seen any of these before. Now I'm having so much fun exploring the site. How many are there? They have numbers too. Guys, this is like Pokemon. They got a candle like Litwick. This is great. I love these. I love these so much. They're so cute. It's I'm guessing it's open world and you get to collect Pokemon and you get to play TFT. You get to play TFT with them. At least 58. We need like 100. They need to evolve. It has to be like Pokemon. Actually, I don't know if it's patented. Maybe they shouldn't evolve. This is Pokemon! A half penguin and half pelican. The judge, the Magistrike. It's a great name too. Isn't that Witch Game coming out soon too? Witch Game. Witchbrook? I think so. I've been waiting for that for years, for like a decade. Witchbrook. I don't know what to expect from it. Because these days people have high expectations of MMORPGs. And it feels like Habbo Hotel. It feels like a Habbo Hotel Sims type game, and we haven't had one of those in a long time, and I don't know if people are still interested in that type of game. Lord of the Mystery got a game apparently. I seen it, yeah. I seen it. I didn't look at the gameplay trailer yet. I only saw the trailer where they were introducing different environments. That one looks really interesting. Will you play on stream? I think I'll play at least like one. We'll have like one stream. And if I decide I'm gonna keep streaming it, I will. I always do a quick test for like a one stream test to see if I enjoy streaming it or not. And if not, we just keep it with one stream. Or to see if I enjoy the game too. It's a game that I want to keep playing. A gold toilet. I would never invest in that. What a waste of gold, right? I'd rather have like gold sitting in bars than being it molded into a toilet. It's like Where Winds Meet. Like that game, where I streamed it one time. I realized I didn't like streaming it, but I love playing it. So I'm still playing it offline whenever I have the chance to. I haven't logged in like a week. I haven't logged into a lot of things in a week, guys. I haven't touched Ark Knights. I haven't touched Limbus Company. I haven't touched Where Winds Meet. I've only been drawing. Maybe today. I just finished a commission yesterday. Last night. So maybe today will be a rest day where I play TFT and I play Where Winds Meet and I catch up on the main story, the main campaign, and then I quit again. Saw a bunch of dogs playing Mahjong. It's like in the first area, you can actually turn into one of the dogs. Like I think there's like a little potion next to the dogs that you can drink, which then turns into a Shiba Inu. And then you could go up to a Mahjong table and play Mahjong as a dog. And you can spend hours in Where Winds Meet just playing Mahjong as a dog. Yeah, enjoy Sunday. Hope Zen Zone Zero is on that list. It is! I need to finish the campaign too. Holy shit, I haven't logged into that game for like a month. Oh my god. Man. Okay, we gotta make a list. We gotta make a list of games I'm gonna play today. We're only gonna play one game of TFT, okay? TFT only deserves one game out of me and that's it. Right? If I get 8th, whatever, I don't care. If I get 1st, I'm not gonna keep going. It's just what it is. I got 1st last night, actually, guys. Are you proud of me? 1st place. Normal's game, though. On TFT, let's go. You're on right now? I'll get on in an hour. I'll get on in an hour. And we can play TFT. Next, you're gonna play League? Never. I can't. League and TFT are like 2 different games entirely. I cannot touch League. I cannot touch League of Legends. I'm too old for that shit. My brain does not catch up. Like, you want me to flash somewhere? My head's gonna go, okay, I need to flash. Where do I need to flash? Here? And then, like, by the time I'm done thinking, that window, that flash opportunity is gonna be over. And I can't flash anymore. My reaction speed is like, I don't know, minus 10 times of Faker's. I have no reaction speed. Like, it's like when you want me to play sports, right? Like, I'm out there on a court or something, we're playing basketball, and someone goes, Ark, catch! And I just look at the ball and be like, catch? Catch what? And I see a ball flying in my face and go, oh, I'm supposed to like bring my hands up and then catch this ball that's flying towards my face, and I would get hit with the ball. Or by the ball. I would get hit by the ball. That's me. That's why I don't play games either. Sports, sorry. I don't play sports. I'm a terrible gamer. If it's all like muscle memory and reaction speed, I'm like, okay, though. But for most games, I'm like, I cannot do it. If you haven't played League of Legends from when it was first released from the beta, it's like you don't got it. Your thumb's still dead? From what? From basketball? I'm just Faker? I wish I was Faker. No, actually I don't. I don't wish I was Faker. I think Faker is someone that you admire from like a distance. And you don't want to be him. Because the amount of grinding this guy does on his entire life with League of Legends. I can't imagine a life like that. I can't imagine playing League of Legends like freaking 15 hours a day. That's torturous. And we all know it. Nobody can do it. Like nobody wants to do it. Like nobody would want to subject yourself to that sort of suffering and torture. Right? And like you're kind of forced to do it. You can't just be like, let me just take a break from League of Legends and from this super toxic game. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate. It's your job now. You gotta keep doing it. And then you have like the entire country counting on you. The entire country is rallying behind you. You're like, we want this guy to win. This guy needs to win. This guy represents the entire League of Legends community. And this guy represents all of Korea. This guy beat BTS in terms of like getting exempt from the military. Because they're like, this guy's making us so much money. He doesn't need to go to the army. Just keep playing esports. You can't be best without that. Yeah, gotta keep playing League. So yeah, I never want to be Faker. I never want to live his life. But I respect it. I respect his dedication and his grind. Goofy Ball? What is Goofy Ball? Like Disney? Like Disney Goofy? I want to do a Disney karaoke one day. Remember that one time I did do a Disney karaoke? I miss singing the Beauty and the Beast songs. Those ones are the best ones. Be Our Guest is one of my favorites. We already had one, yeah, but it was so long ago. A ball was coming to you at like 100 kilometers per hour. Ooh. Ow. Does that like destroy your thumb? That happened to my sister too. She fractured a finger from a sport. I think it was basketball. She was like, "Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it." She was like, "It's okay. It's just super bruised right now." And then like the next day, it turned to a tennis ball. And she's like, "Yeah, it's just a a slight injury." And then she got it checked out, and she's like, "Yeah, my finger's fractured. I can't crack my thumb anymore." Ooh, that sucks. I actually don't think I can crack any of my fingers. Yeah, I can't crack any. I can crack my one thumb, and that's it. What is the starter sneezer doing? Me? Hi, Severe. Welcome in. You never called me the Stardust Sneezer. Someone else. Who are you? Why do you have a little... What is this? Spooky rainbow emote. Some other thing happened to me with volleyball. Sports are so scary. Every time I see my sister come home from sports, she's like injured. She's got bruises all over her arms. She destroyed a tendon, couldn't walk for a few days. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Her knees kept buckling every time she walked. She needed a cane. I could never do that to myself. Those are battle scars? No thank you. Sometimes you could get permanently damaged for life, and I'm not about to do that to myself. See, my sister now has to wear knee braces every time she plays sports, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Those knees are gonna give out in like, I don't know, 50 years time. She had to get knee surgery. No, she just recovered, but like it didn't recover the same way. Like, I don't think it's as strong as it was before. And same, it's like, that's the thing with tendons. I think like once you permanently damage your tendons, it's hard to recover from them. What are we talking about? We're talking about bones and muscles and doing sports and getting injured by doing sports. Is she playing like full contact sports or something? She plays everything. She plays basketball. She's in the league for pickleball. She's in the league for volleyball. She plays ping pong or table tennis. She used to play badminton before the badminton times turned into pickleball times. She didn't stop playing. That's true love. She went from playing Valorant to playing sports. She went from playing esports to like regular sports. I guess she didn't have enough adrenaline from Valorant. Badminton's not cool anymore. Yeah, pickleball took over. I don't know what it is about pickleball. She invited me to play a few games one time, and I was like, I'm so bad at this. Less toxicity. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that because looks around. My housemates play badminton. Looks around again. They're like elite badminton players. And the things they tell me, it's very toxic. There's a lot of elitists in badminton. A lot of them. Happy Cow! Hello. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. The bar of entry is low, and that's why pickleball is popular now? Maybe, yeah. But I remember joining for the few games that they were playing, and holy shit, my sister's friends were super hardcore. I remember the moment I entered the court, I was just thinking of rallying. I was like, you know, I'm just here to like fling the ball back and forth. But my friends, or my sister's friends, were like, here are the rules. Remember, we're counting points. This is what we do. And I was like, not about this. I just want to have fun. I'm not very competitive. Once competition comes to play, I lose all sense of motivation for the thing that I'm doing. Sports are toxic. Maybe that's why. That's why I don't like sports. I don't like points. I just want to... Like, I like sports in a sense where I'm like moving my body and running around. But when it comes to competition and team play and counting points, like, I am not about that. That's why I don't play League of Legends. I don't like the competition. This is why I play TFT, because I don't care if I land 8th place or 7th place. I'm like, I had fun, and that's all that matters. And there's no, you don't work in a team. If anything, everyone that you're playing against hopes that you get 8th place, and I'm like, yes, that's okay. Ark plays TFT to watch me crash out. It's so funny watching Nico play. It's so funny watching Club Redacted play TFT. It goes from, what was it? It's so over. And then like a minute later, he's like, oh shit, I'm winning. Oh shit, this is the game. And then like a minute after that, oh no, it's over. The back and forth. It's always fun. When you actually become good and gel with the team, it's amazing. Maybe. You guys know I'm an introvert and I hate teamwork. And I hate talking to people. And I hate working with other people. Like tennis, but with a higher net. Ping pong sized ball and the ball has wings on it. Yeah, that's what badminton is. It's like a little birdie. Let me show you. Badminton. So there's like 2 types of birdies. There's ones that have like a plastic feathers. They're not really feathers, like a plastic wing, and some of them have like actual feathers on it. And the badminton racket is a lot lighter, has a longer neck. Here it is. So this is like what you're seeing on the right. That's a badminton racket. And then this yellow thing, right? That's a plastic birdie. They're a lot lighter in comparison to the feathered birdies. The shuttle. Say it. Say it. Say it as like say the actual name. Shuttlecock. A shuttlecock. Why is everything transparent on the screen? It doesn't have to be. I just made it so that you can still see my face. Here. Here. A regular is a regular image now. Ooh, whoa. Not everything is transparent. I can make myself transparent too. Where am I? Whoa. Ark's disappearing. What's going on? Badminton is fun because it's good cardio without much stress on the body. Yeah, you don't need that much strength to hit a badminton shuttlecock because it's very light. You have to hit it right in the center of the... Actually, no. Depending on like what type of move you are doing. But if you want to do a full... What's it called? Like a slam. You want to hit it right in the middle. At the right time. It's just a timing thing. I think for badminton, it's definitely just a timing thing. Flick the wrist. I'd say you avoid using your wrist because that's how you damage your wrist. I think with tennis, look, now I'm thinking about it, with tennis you use more wrist movement. But I was taught like not to, even though like it's hard because like the tennis racket and the ball is so heavy. Maybe it's fine. I guess if you just want that tiny bounce, like the wrist flick is okay. But if you want like a giant slam to the ground, then use your entire arm. There's no recoil like in tennis. Yeah, there isn't. Not really. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't hit you. It doesn't make you fly backwards. That's why I hate tennis, because I have no physical strength. The tennis racket for me is really heavy. Hitting the ball takes a lot of work. I'm not about it. I'm back, Stinger. But no sports for me. I will remain here with my yoga and with my push-ups and my sit-ups and my half pull-ups. I tried serving once in tennis and realized that the game is not for me. I was put through like a training regime when it came to tennis. Like they made me do the same shots over and over again until I got it. And I was like, my arm hurts. My arm hurts and I want to go home. And then and then they were like, fine, maybe tennis isn't for you. So I went into playing table tennis and they did the exact same thing. They sat me in a room. They got me to stand in front of a ping pong table and they were like, just move your arm over, like do this over and over again. And I was like, I feel like I am in an army. I feel like I'm in the military doing like the same marching, what's it called? Like the marching thing over and over again, except I'm moving my arms instead of my legs. And they're like, yeah, just keep doing that. Keep doing that for like 5 minutes. And then they would sit, like a ping pong table tennis machine in front of me where the balls would just shoot at my face and I would have to try to play freaking dodgeball or hit it back, which is probably the intention, but I was like, I'm not about to get hit by a ball. Why reaching for perfection at first day, making them fall in love with the game? Do fun stuff first? Shake my head. Yeah, that's just how hardcore it was when it came to my lessons. That's how, I guess that's how like my parents saw everything, with like a lot of grinding, diligence, and training. So like with piano as well, it's like play this bar over and over again 100 times until you memorized it. Play this song 100 times until you memorize it. We're gonna put the official track playing in the background. You have to match them. Match the exact same timing, technique. Match it. You have no creative liberty in playing piano. You gotta match exactly what they do. So that was like most of my training life. That's where I got a lot of my work ethics from. I just do the same thing over and over again, and then once you do it enough times, you're like, okay, I get it. It is boring though. It's very boring. Somehow I got reminded that someone accidentally thrown the tennis racket because it was heavy. Someone thrown the tennis racket because it was heavy. Did they like give up in the middle of a game and they're like, let me just throw it? Is that what you mean? Just bought a digital piano, any tips? Nowadays, reading music, reading notes is like the least of your worries. Don't even worry about being able to read notes. That's like, to learn music, reading notes is great if you're gonna be a musician playing an existing track on stage, but I think what's most important is learning music theory. Learn chords. Learn what chords work together, how to play certain chords, what notes make up a chord, and learn scales. So like, try to avoid sheet music as much as possible if you can, especially from the beginning, because it does nothing for you. Like eventually maybe you get really good at sight reading for piano, but that's, at the end of the day, even if you can play a piece very well, you can't play You can't just listen to a song and play it by heart, because I think that's the most important when it comes to music, is being able to transpose, being able to listen to a piece for the first time and then play it right back. Because you're like, I recognize these chords, I recognize these notes, I know when these chords start transitioning, I know when the scale changes, I know the timing, because I've studied this, and I didn't study the actual notes. So that was like my problem as a small dragon when I was baby playing a piano, is that I've only learned notes, and that's the thing I regret. Like, if I could go back in time and learn piano, I wouldn't read sheet music. I wouldn't bother with sheet music, because I see a lot of my friends who are musicians now, and they're able to, they can't read sheet music. Like, you talk to Kagu, and Kagu was like, oh, I'm so jealous you can read sheet music. But I'm like, you literally don't need sheet music when it comes to music. This guy produces music on the daily. This guy is so good at piano. He can play anything. He taught me a lot about like piano plugins and stuff too. But you really don't need sheet music. So learn theory, learn music theory. It might be boring in the beginning, but once you get it, it's really fun, because then you can start putting everything into practice. It's Kagu? Yeah, it's Kagu. Kagu's so good at doing the things that he does. We were having lunch together. We met up in like the States. And the entire lunchtime, he's just talking about piano. Like, you can feel the passion in his voice. I was like, just teach me about piano. Teach me everything about piano. Don't most piano players play by ear? Yeah, that's exactly it. See, I can't play by ear. I need like actual sheet music in front of me. I'm like, you want me to play a random song? I can't. You have to put notes in front of me for me to play, because I'm not used to listening to the notes and figuring out exactly where the chords are. But if you were to tell like someone like Kagu, who doesn't read sheet music, to like play by ear, he can probably do it. And that's the fun part about piano. That's the fun part about music in general, not just piano. I guess this goes for like every instrument as well. Guitar, flute, whatever, woodwinds, everything. Singing even, I guess. Imagine singing by sheet music. I can only sing the song if I have notes in front of me. That would be torturous. So that is my tips and tricks. If anybody wants to get into instruments, into music, I guess music in general. And I think a lot of people skip out on that, because whenever you go to like music classes or music lessons, right? And a teacher's like, yeah, let's teach you how to play these very simple songs. And they're like, here's some music notes and just follow these notes. And then that's not the proper way to learn. That's not. But I think too many people learn that way in the very beginning. One day I'll get back to playing or learning music theory. It does take a while though. It's like going back to learning the fundamentals. The way that I treat art, because like I have to go back and like look at the fundamentals again. Learning timing. Timing is so important. Timing is so important. I'm terrible at timing too. I'm so bad at it. I remember doing recordings and they're like, Ark, don't even bother with technique right now. Just focus on your timing, because it's terrible. It's ass. I think for me it was like, I'm good at technique, I'm terrible at pitch, and I'm terrible at timing. I'm always like slightly flat or slightly sharp. When do people use a metronome or something? Don't rely on a metronome. I don't think it really works. Maybe it does. Maybe it kind of does. But when it comes to timing, it's not really about metronome timing. It's about like learning 3/4 or learning 4/4 or learning like quarter notes, stuff like that. What's that thing when you're playing like thirds in a 4/4 time? Stuff like that. I don't know if that makes any sense to you when I say 3/4 or 4/4 or 6/8 or whatever it is. 2/3. It's stuff like that. That's timing. So 4/4 would be like 4 quarter notes in a bar. And 3/4 is like 3 quarter notes in a bar. And when it comes to waltz, you know the doon cha cha doon cha cha doon cha, you know, like the bottom part of the background, the melody, right? That's 3/4 because it's like 3 notes in one bar. Music is math. Yeah, there's a lot of math when it comes to music. Not really calculations, but a lot of counting. And making sure that you're counting correctly. Sometimes you get a melody that's sounds like it goes everywhere because it doesn't land. The notes don't land on the exact beat. So like that's when you have to count. Because you're like, where does this note hit? Where does it start? Where does it finish? And you get all confused. You're like that one math meme. You're like, what is happening? And then it takes forever to figure out. But once you start counting the beats in a bar, you're able to place the notes better in your head. So it's counting. Math is everywhere. It's in music. It's in art. It's in physics. It's in math rock. I saw that too. I've heard about it. I've listened to some math rock. Interesting stuff. I find math rock to be a little strange because like you're supposed to follow a formula. I do not miss my music theory class. They're so boring. Me too. I took so much music theory and then I forgot all about it. I passed. This is what happened with my music classes. Because I took piano, I had to take music theory, right? And because I didn't take music theory in class itself, I took it like out of class in piano lessons. So I remember showing up to my class late. It was during exam time. I showed up to my exam like very, very late, right? But then I aced my exam. I went in, sat down. Everyone was like looking at me and my teacher was like shaking her head. And then I finished my exam in like 5 minutes time. And then I handed my paper in and then I left before everyone else. And then I got full marks. It was great. I was like farming aura that day. I was like, I feel so powerful. But yeah, don't show up to exams late. Don't be like me. I remember people talking about it afterwards too. They're like, wow, look at Ark go. Look at Ark. But yeah, music was the only class that I aced in, and everything else I failed in. Math rock be playing like 69 420 beat? Hell yeah, 420 blaze it. I arrived at my programming exam late. Did they still let you in? Sometimes when you're too late, they don't let you in. I was like just in time for that time to be like, okay, you still have a minute left before we're barring the doors. You can't walk in anymore. Arts are fun. Everybody should like at least get into some sort of like creative hobby. Fine. Some sort of creative hobby. Like photography, art, music, something. Because it uses like a part of your brain that you don't normally use on the regular. Why? Oh, it's echo. Hello, not cool lol. I was like, why is there 2 mics on? Hi. It uses your other. Was it the left hemisphere, or something like that? Because every single part of your brain does something different, right? And the creative part of your brain is like also a different part entirely. So you want to use everything. You want to use everything in your brain. Do you have any points, not cool lol? Gamble all, but nothing's happening. Is the bot gone? No, it should still be here. Oh, guys can't gamble anymore. Is Stream Elements dead? I think it's been dead since yesterday. Yeah, maybe Stream Elements is dead. Because I remember this happened yesterday too. And I thought it was just because I didn't turn on redeems, but I guess not. I guess it's just... Riot! No! No, I don't want to die. I was knocking it out like you, but the professor said that I was good anyway since I was already passing the class. I remember a lot of my teachers gave up on me. I remember going to math class. I needed help with my math thesis, right? Went up to my teacher and I was like, hey, can you help me out with this? With my thesis? And he goes, what university are you planning to go to? Like, what college or university? And I'm like, he's like, what program? And I'm like, it's gonna be a design arts program. And he goes, don't worry about it. He was like, don't worry about the thesis. You're good. Like, he didn't even want to try. He was like, it's fine. It's fine, Ark. That was me as a student advisor at my program in undergrad. And it's kind of true because you think about it now and you're like, did I need to try that hard? Nah. Nah. Are you sure this major is for you? Yeah. Like, we needed a thesis for every single class that we took. So, like, I had a music thesis, math thesis, yes, business as well is what I took. I failed business. I surprisingly passed math. I passed my math class. I didn't pass my business class. But whatever, it's fine because it's just numbers. I think what got to me at the end of the day when it came to business was calculating like interest and shit. And I was like, I hate percentages. I hate numbers. Don't do this to me. But like with math, I think there was a formula that were pretty easy. I could like visualize it somehow. But for business, it was like, no. When it comes to money, that's like, I'm good. Not about stocks and the economy. Now I am. Now I look at stocks and economy. I'm like, I kind of have to. But back then I was like, I just like pretty pictures and pretty colors on a page and listening to pretty things and like fantasize about, I don't know, whatever it is that I'm listening to or looking at. Love numbers. Here, board man. You can do all the number and the numbers and the calculations for me. Every time I go, this is why I have you guys. Have you guys noticed that every time we play games and stuff and the game requires me to like add numbers together or multiply something or do anything that requires like digits, I always go, okay guys, what is this and that? Like, what is 1 + 1? Like, I don't got it. I'm glad that you guys got it from me. Sometimes when I have to do calculations, you just hear a giant sigh come out of my mouth. I'm like, fine. It's a roadblock. I have to do numbers. Someone's mentioned this before that's got me thinking about it for a long time, but they're saying that math is just like, if you don't like math, you're just being lazy. And I kind of agree, because it requires a lot of brain work. Like, you have to work in order to do math. And I'm like, I just don't want to think, guys. I don't want to think. Logic? Ugh. If I was an animal, I would be a ragdoll. I would be a ragdoll cat. I would just sit around, do nothing. Eat, sleep, play. Every day is just meow meow. No school, no work, just meow meow. Not even play games, because games require so much brain work. Just meow meow. Send bussy. Yeah, send bussy. That would be my cat name. I wouldn't even give a shit. You can name me anything. I don't care. I don't no longer have a reputation to uphold. I could have the cringiest name ever as a cat. Just Ooga Booga. Exactly. As long as you get to eat, sleep, play. Many years ago, I was taking calculus in high school and just did my own formulations. I think there are multiple ways to get the answer. That's like number one criticism with high school math, or just like school in general. There's so many different ways to get an answer. There's so many areas, so many answers that are just, grayscale in the gray zone. There's no right or wrong as well, right? But everybody's marked with a rubric. So it sucks that way. Why are you oing chat and oing Ark for? What do you want, board man? Bite-sized pieces? Teach it in bite-sized pieces. That's the best. Everybody learns differently too. Some people get things a lot faster than other people. The answer is correct by using a different formula. I like the way that India has been teaching math. Like, it's so much easier to visualize for me just because it's like you put things on a grid, right? Whereas like how I learn things, but you have to like take things away and write down numbers and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Stretch and hydrate. Oh, thank you. Oh, my shoulders. Have you guys heard of red light therapy? Apparently it's really good for you. It's really good for your skin. Like, it makes your skin absorb nutrients better or something like that. And it's good for like muscles and stuff. And I heard that it's like a new technology and people have been using it in place of Botox because it's less intrusive. Sorry, I'm talking beauty and shit now. So you just sit in front of red light? No, because it's like bad for your eyes. Because once you look at a color for too long, you start... So for example, if you see red for too long, everything looks green after you're done with it. So you need like a little... Not really a laser pointer, but like a little device that like focuses on a point on your body, whether it is like a muscle or a part of your skin or somewhere on your face. But like you never want to look at red light or like any colored light, because I've done that before. I've sat in a room of red light and like the moment I walked out of that room, everything was green. And it was like that for a few hours and I'm like, I'm ruining my eyes. I'm destroying them. I'm an artist. I need to be able to see colors. Everything looks green. Imagine being colorblind as an artist. It sucks. I guess I should hire a sniper to aim at me 20%. No, not like a sniper laser. That's different. That's completely different. You have to be the one aiming it at yourself. Don't rely on someone else. That was a really bad way to put things. No guns. We're talking about like specific red light, infrared light devices made for the skin. So I think some of the devices come with like ionizing features as well. Clone yourself first. You have 2 hands. You have 2 hands and 2 feet. You don't need like an extra pair. You're fine. You can still grab onto things. What about people who draw but can't visualize or imagine things in their head? I think eventually, once you're able to draw, you'll be able to visualize and imagine things in your head. Because you have like... Once you keep looking and observing the colors and the pictures around you, you're gonna memorize it. It's like recall, right? Because if you can't imagine something, you won't be able to draw. They need a reference at all time. I'd say to keep practicing then, because it's kind of like language. Like, it's the same thing as being able to read but not being able to speak, right? Like, I can read this passage as long as I have the text in front of me, but if you want me to like recall something, I can't recall what I just read. It's like the same thing with art and music. Like, you have to be able to study and make yourself be able to recall whatever you just read. That's the part of learning art and music and everything else, like speech as well. Like, that was me with language for a long time, because I didn't have the recall for, I wasn't very good at speaking, but I could read shit. Like, I could read words on paper. But if you're telling me to like repeat everything that I just read, I wasn't able to do it. This is why in school we do like reports, like book reports, right? In English class, they're like, okay, I want you to read this book and you have to write a report on it. Like, what do you learn from this? Can you summarize this? And it's all part of learning language and learning literature and learning English. Same with art. You have to like first look at references and draw from the reference, then memorize it. Be like, remember where I put the reds, remember where I put the yellows. Like, I'm just thinking of an apple. Remember where the light is hitting, right? And then once you've memorized it, then you're able to visualize it in your head. Like, that's how language works too. We memorize words, and that's why we're able to speak. Everything comes to practice. Is the same as pro artists not using guidelines. Yeah, because exactly, because they've already memorized where all the guidelines are in their head, and they're like, I don't have to draw it out anymore. I know exactly where the lines are in my head. What was that one guy? That one artist who's like super good at perspective. That Korean artist. He like recently passed away. Kim Jung-gi. He can draw anything from memory. Because this guy just practices so much. If you look at his art pieces, if you just search up his name, and you look at his art, everything's like, he doesn't draw sketches. He doesn't sketch. He just like draws it on paper, and it's just as it is. You'll start to see the shapes but can't form them from scratch in your head. Yeah. There's a streamer actually who's really good at drawing from memory as well, who's Casper Catacini. If you look at his art streams, like he just has the visuals in his head before he draws it out. And I remember someone asking him about it too. They're like, how do you like draw things without guidelines and stuff? He's like, I've just memorized it. Like, he just has it in his head before he draws it out. Which, like, that's still something that I struggle with. Like, I need guidelines as well, because I think I have the imagery in my head, but I don't know for sure because I'm not confident in it. So I have to like draw out the guidelines before I'm like, okay, I think this is how it goes, and then I put it on paper. I'm back. Welcome back. Hi, Harness. Oh, ads are starting soon. Let me just snooze these. We don't need ads. Not today. Not now. Okay. 20 minutes. You guys got 20 minutes with me before ads start. And then I leave. I'll leave for tomorrow. Ads, Madge. You can't spell Madge without ad. True? Yes. And then today I'll put out a schedule. Tomorrow's gonna be Final Fantasy 16. More Final Fantasy. I'm actually pretty excited for more Final Fantasy. I love the game so much. I didn't realize how much I would like the game. It's very rare for me to like games. It's actually very rare. I'm very picky when it comes to games. There's so many games out there that I think are good, but they're not like great. Schedule's already out now. It's coming out tonight. Sometime tonight. Probably like right before I go to bed. That's usually what happens. At like 1 a.m. That's when the schedule comes out. 1 a.m. for me. That's why because at 12 I go, oh shit, I forgot to put out a schedule because I procrastinate. And then at 12, I'm like, okay, let me just throw something together. But pretty much the schedule's gonna look the exact same as it did this week. Or I guess last week. This week. Just no karaoke. Understandable as you're old and you can't play any games, alright? Grandma needs to go to bed. Grandma's tired. Grandma doesn't have the same reaction speed as before. I'm just a hag tuber. You can tell with like the amount of times I have to pee. I'm like an old woman. I am an old woman. Art will be there? Yep. Of course. I can't really call myself an art streamer if I never stream art. Alright? I enjoy art. I enjoy streaming. And then I realized that when it came to art and streaming together, it was very difficult. But I'm gonna try to make it work again. Because art is kind of like, it's me. It's part of me. I need art stream. I want to ask some shadow shading questions. You can ask right now if you want to. Or I guess I can show you. It's probably easier for me to show you guys on stream with shadows and shading. There's so many... When it comes to light and shadow, there is so much to learn. There is so much to learn. Which role collective did you get on Spotify Wrapped this year? Haha, I don't use Spotify. I only use YouTube Music. So I have no idea. And even still, I was looking at my YouTube Music Wrapped or whatever it is, the recap, and I was like, all of the music that's at the very top, the music I've been listening to are music that you guys wanted me to learn for karaoke. So it's not even like my own catered list. It was like stuff for stream. So I didn't really take it too seriously because I was like, these are not the songs I would normally listen to on my own time. It's songs that I've been trying to practice. It's all over the place. Yeah. The top song for me on YouTube was Astra Girl because that one took forever to learn. I think on third was like String Theocracy from by Millie, which are songs I don't normally listen to. Mine is just music streamers I watch and K-pop Demon Hunters. K-pop Demon Hunters had some really good songs. Millie mentioned, yeah. Millie is so difficult to sing because Millie or Cassie Way was a producer, was a Vocaloid producer before she was a singer for Millie, from what I remember reading in an article or like her wiki or something. And so the way she writes music is like for a Vocaloid. It's for what's it called, a voice bank? It's for a voice bank. It's not made for humans. But like Cassie is somehow able to sing all of it. And that's not what I'm used to, because the way English works is that there's emphasis on certain parts of words, and it makes more sense in your head if you're to sing it that way. But the way Millie writes songs is that the emphasis don't go on those parts of the words, and it hits on a different part of the word, and it like fucks with your brain. And you're like, this sounds strange to me, so it's hard to memorize. But once you get it, it's like, oh yes, I'm finally able to, you know, I feel like I'm a super woman. I have superpowers. I finally got the ability to sing a Millie song. And there's like so many artists and so many singers out there who are able to do it, but for me, I'm like, I can't. It's difficult. Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. Please add that to your song list. Going up, 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 bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, I'll try it. It's just the Korean that gets me. You still do it, Ark? I do it for you guys because you guys request it. You guys love Millie. Everybody here loves Millie, and I'm like, fine. If you want me to sing Millie, I'll sing Millie. Takedown. Okay. We'll do Takedown too. I forgot how that one went. Yeah, I don't remember. It's just Golden that I have stuck in my head for a long time. Millie is good, yeah. Millie is really good. What's that one song? That one, like, it starts with a C. The person's name? I've been in love with that song specifically just because of the swing in the song. Takedown is the easiest from the movie, maybe alongside Free. Free is definitely easy, but you need like 2 people. What if I were to sing double parts? What if I were to like duet with myself? I can probably do that. We can have like a pre-recorded version of me and then I just like sing over on top of it, or I just split my voice in half and then I clone myself and then we sing. Do it. Who is Mimi? They do it all the time. I saw Hiragi you do it for one of their streams, for one of their karaokes. Oh, you Mimi. Do you guys call her Mimi? That's a really cute nickname. Can we clone Ark so we get 24 hours, 24/7 streams? You guys want 24/7 streams? I thought about doing longer streams, but I'm like, you guys aren't even here for that long. Usually by 12 p.m. hits, usually at this time, right? Half of you guys are like, good night, Ark, I'm leaving now. Enjoy the rest of your stream, I'll see you tomorrow. So I'm like, well, half of you guys are gone. Well, goodbye. That's why I'm here all the time. Present! Maybe we'll do longer streams. I won't do 24/7 streams though. I only wake up around now. I actually see that some of you guys wake up at around this time. They're like, I was able to make stream. And I go, oh, alright, well, we're ending stream now. Goodbye, guys. There's only 5 minutes left of this stream. Actually, I do see some of you guys like pop in at around this time. I just joined, I was treated by goodbye. Goodbye. Hi, DTI, welcome in. No, we're not leaving yet. We're leaving once ad starts, and ad starts in 12 minutes. You have 12 minutes with me now. You're very close to the 24/7 stream. Since I see you every day. That's true. Do you guys know anyone else who streams every day? I think like there's a few. Does Grimmy stream every day? I think Grimmy streams every day. What's one piece of advice you'd give yourself when you were starting this journey, if I may ask? I don't have one piece, I actually have 2 pieces. So the first one relates to creating a community, right? Of you guys. Is that I have to grow some balls. I have to grow like 5 pairs of balls. Because I'm really bad at filtering out people. And I think that's like one of the biggest things when it comes to streaming. You gotta nip them at the bud, like everyone that you don't fuck with. Yeah, I need 5 pairs. I need to be like an octopus with like balls. Each of them has their own brain and they move around on them like on their own by themselves. Sentient balls. So because once you have like one bad apple in your chat, that ruins the streaming experience for you for a long time. Like you have to be able to remove them quick and just get rid of them. And don't be like, yeah, I know I only have like 3 viewers. And one of those viewers are like a bad apple. You know, one bad apple spoils the barrel. You heard that line, right? So it's really that. Even though you're like, yeah, but you know, 3 people are watching me now. No, get rid of them. If they're gonna make you feel bad, get rid of them. So that's my number 1 tip. My number 2 tip, this relates to VTubing specifically, not really streaming, but I wish that I made a whole new account, like an account just for my VTuber, for VTubing, for streaming specifically. Because what I did was that I just took a personal account that I didn't use. I didn't have any posts on this account, but it's been sitting around since like 2020, right? I only just started streaming last year, but it ruins the perspective for a lot of people because they're like, oh yeah, Ark's been around for like 4 years. sorry, 5 years, almost 6 years now. No, I haven't. I've only been around for a year. So like that's really bad marketing. And then second of all, it's like I didn't bother with advertising myself everywhere. I didn't have a debut stream. I didn't have like a reveal stream. And having that, like that first sense of, you know, there's a new streamer, a new VTuber around can get some eyes on you, but I was too scared to do that. I was like, I just want to stream. I just want to click the stream button, which is like fine because you get a lot of organic growth. But at the same time, I'm like, I missed that marketing opportunity that I could have, you know, garnered a lot more people into streams, which was, I think for me, I had an upper hand. I had a little bit of advantage because I knew people in the industry already. Like some of my friends are already streamers. Some of my friends are like, they know all about VTubing already. So like I didn't do too bad on like my first stream, but in the case of like, if you don't have the connections and you don't have the network, right, then it's very difficult, and you're probably gonna be, and you're gonna end up with like only having 1 or 2 viewers for like a very long time, because Twitch is really bad with discoverability. The only way you can get discovered is by pushing numbers. You don't see like 1 to 2 viewer streams on your recommended. You only see people who have like, you know, the same amount of other people that you watch. And the longer you stream for, the higher the numbers and the more Twitch will push you. So that's just how Twitch works. And I don't know how YouTube works. YouTube's like has a they keep changing their algorithm. It's like strange again. But I don't think they're focusing on live streams as much. So it's hard. It's hard to grow as a streamer. Twitch recommended me your channel for what it's worth. Ah! Surprise, it's an Ark stream. Hi Tomo, welcome in. I'm glad some of you guys have somehow found me. Thank you for the follow. I usually get recommended with people with minimum like 8+ viewers. Yeah, so it's hard. Like imagine you're starting out for the first time and you like have no viewers. And you're gonna be stuck like that for like at least a week or 2, or maybe even more. I don't know if you guys saw that one Ludwig video where he was like, let me just start streaming as like a new streamer. Like he made a whole new account, didn't tell anyone about it. Started stream for the first time. He got like 1 viewer and he couldn't even keep them. He just left. I forgot how long he streamed for, but it was like a good amount of time. But he got like 0 viewers and he was like, man, it's hard. And it's really freaking difficult. So yeah. For your first streams at least, get your friends to like pop into stream and just lurk or something. Because that helped me a lot. A lot of my friends lurked in my first streams. I found your streams after Twitter via Googling the Zoe Ishmael art. You know that's how you grow as an artist too, is that you have to draw a lot of fan art. But like I'm not that attached to a character to draw fan art of. Outside of like my Kamiyoshi, I can't bring myself to draw any other art. So it's like really difficult to grow as an artist too. That's actually one of Pikat's advice, another art streamer, but she says in order to grow you need a good balance between fan art and like your original art, and I'm like, I can't draw fan art, guys. It's too difficult. I can only draw things that I relate with, or you know, my commissions. So like myself. Hi Bipin. A lot of people are stuck under 5 for months, gotta post clips elsewhere, you have friends lurk. Yeah, that's it. Like, clips kind of help me a lot too, but you need like a dedicated clipper. You need a dedicated editor. I was lucky to have Shanzi here. Like, I just bothered him one time and I was like, help me, Shanzi, help me. And this dude was like, yeah, sure, and he still hasn't sent me his invoice yet. Where are you? Where's the invoice? But yeah, you really do need a dedicated editor or clipper to help you out. There's like a lot that you can leverage, but it does take a lot of effort and a lot of time and maybe some money too. A dedicated clipper, yeah. I respect the dedication streamers have. It's a hard growth, but you got it. Thanks. Thanks, Jesus. Love your name. If God tells me I can do it, then I could do it. I saw another question up here too. I'm like scrolling up the chat. Where is it? Before that one. Favorite pattern type? Thatching stripes? Oh, okay. I don't really have a favorite pattern type. I think I just like seeing lines that are parallel because it does something to my brain. I think it does that for a lot of people as well. You know, like you feel oddly satisfied. It's like that one subreddit, the oddly satisfying subreddit where like everything's just like symmetrical and everything is in perfect order. As long as it looks like that, then like my brain goes, ooh, this is nice. And I love it. Honestly, crazy the impact one good clip can have. Yeah, like I love it when there's like some streamers who post clips almost right after they finish streaming, and it's like they do that every single day. That's dedication, and I'm like, I don't have that. I don't have that time. I don't have that money. I don't have a dedicated editor for that. But like seeing people do it, I'm like, wow, that is really how you grow. It's really that. If you don't have anything else going on for you, because for me, I am lucky enough that I can leverage on my art as well, because it's like what Leon said. That's how you found me, right? Through my artwork. So like I can leverage on art, which is why I think I should do more art streams. Because I am an artist at the end of the day, and I think a lot of you guys follow me for art as well. So it's weird to be like, yeah, I'm an artist, but I don't, and a streamer, but I don't stream art, right? You're here because of Ark art too. Yeah, and I get a lot of DMs, and I appreciate that a lot, where you guys are like, oh, art, I love your art, I love your art, Ark. And I'm like, thank you, which tells me I should stream more art. I found you through recommended page while browsing art streams. You guys, a lot of you guys have found me through art, I realize now. I didn't know that. I thought you found me through Limbus Company. It's either you find me through Limbus Company, because Limbus Company is a very niche game and has a very tight community, right? So I know a lot of you guys have found me through that. Art, I didn't find a lot of people who found me through art as much, but I guess not. I guess from what you guys are telling me, you guys all found me through art. Or a lot of you guys found me through art. I've been watching Twitch for a long time now, so I'm always never actively looking for new streams to watch. It's either through raids or word of mouth. Oh, I see. I see you in a lot of other streams too, not up. Because I'm also on Twitch a lot. I'm on Twitch as a viewer a lot. I just like go on and I watch other people's streams while I work, and I'm like, oh look, it's not up. That happens. I see you guys a lot. I see some of you guys a lot. Lurker Ark. Yeah, that's me. Okay, ads are starting in like 30 seconds. Let's just end things now so I can go grab some lunch. First stream was art and you guys are listening to Millie's music. Oh! And then like we had Zep who recognized you and they're like, is it you, Azui? I remember that. Maybe art, maybe Limbus Company. Maybe I see streamer in other community. Yeah, maybe that. I know a few of, not a few, maybe just Clock, my mod, and Thoughts and F's has found me through other people's streams because I'm a regular at Mika Magica streams. So that's fun. Lots of different ways. Anyways, goodbye guys. Ads are starting now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Schedule will go up tonight. Final Fantasy 16 tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye bye. Bye bye. Enjoy the night. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. We're rating. I don't know. Let's see who's streaming. Today is a Sunday, so there's a lot of people streaming today. Speaking of art, let's go. No, actually, let's raid into Rem. Rem needs 3 followers. They're playing Stardew Valley. Comfy stream. Alright, goodbye.